Hello guys, welcome to the channel, Bob here, and welcome back to the next section of Ommog's guide to being a good Ogre Shamans. And I'm level 10. In the end of the previous part, where I kind of brought you here to Stragak, who sells the what does he sell? He sells the he sells like a lot of your poison and disease dots, that kind of thing. Well, actually, on this island here, there are a load of mobs wandering around that are blue, which is pretty awesome. And basically, I've got to level 10, and I think I'll probably get to level 11 actually. Looking at things, and it seems super fast. I don't think it's too much of a problem. I've kind of just got here. I was 1% into level 10. I'm now sort of 16% in, so that's not too bad. I kind of recommend staying here for a couple of levels. Why not? And there are lots of other stuff you can pull. You've got the water moccasins here. There are some kobold hunters that kind of roam around the island. I'll show you the island in a sec. Let's deal with this guy first. One thing you should start doing is start using Drowsy and Sicken, because Drowsy raises alteration. And because you're not healing yourself with your healing spell, you're using Inner Fire. Yeah, your alteration might be a bit low. So use Drowsy and use Sicken as well, because Sicken is for conjuration. And all of your dots use conjuration. So yeah, that's what we need to be doing. Just to make sure your skills are always max. What we got here? Venom snake, sack. And okay, yeah. So the other thing about this area is that the loot is fantastic. These water moccasins often drop. What was it? Giant snake fang, which sells for 4 gold, I think. Sells for 4 gold. They occasionally drop other stuff as well. You can't see your target. Okay. Let's pull him out. Yeah, they sell for 4 gold, and he just dropped a venom sack as well, which I think also sells for 4 gold. So this little island here is really good for, you know, when you come in to get level 9 spells, stay for a couple of levels. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. There's all, I mean, and the loot is brilliant. As I said, the water moccasins drop the daggers, but there are kobold hunters that always seem to drop either a gem or a piece of jewellery and a piece of armour. I'll see if I can prove that to you. Surely. Let's just deal with this guy first. There we go. Snake meats, I don't know what they do, but I'll take it for now. You've got froglock foragers as well, but that they've greened out to me at level 10, but they do still give XP, so it's probably worth having a go. Here's a kobold hunter, sorry. Yeah, these guys have been dropping gems, jewellery and armour. That's pretty awesome. These, like, when you get to level 9, these kind of levels are a bit weird in Classic. You're kind of, I don't know. I guess you're kind of scouting around, just trying to find just a place, maybe just to grab a level and then move on. There we go. Look, he dropped a bloodstone and a worn great staff. So the loot here is pretty good as well. So you'll definitely pick up a few plat here if you stay for a couple of levels. I stay on this island, so I don't need to go in the water and get lost essentially. But look over to the other islands, because you can pull some other mobs as well from the other islands. But I stay on the island where the hand is, just because it's easier, basically. I think the good thing with the levelling route so far is that there isn't really any way of getting lost or losing your corpse. You know, it's all pretty straightforward. So yeah, but that's the thing with these levels. I think what we're going to be doing. I mean, I'm planning on visiting a couple of dungeons actually to see how they work out. I'll probably do that next level. I might stay here now till level 11, and then I'll head to a dungeon at level 11 to see how that works out for us. But that's kind of what, particularly if you're soloing, I guess. These levels basically involve you just scouting around for some blue mobs basically, and stay there and just gain that level. You might only gain 1 level and then move on. You know, that's the thing to do. Of course, there is like a fast track. There is an easy way, which I was kind of planning on doing. Maybe I'll do it for a couple of levels just to show you. But the fast track option essentially is to go to Field of Bone. If you can get someone to port you over, when you get to Field of Bone, you'll probably want to get yourself bound in... Is it, what's the dungeon that's in Field of Bone? Is it down here? I think maybe. Yeah, you can get yourself bound there. And that frog gave me experience. Weird. Okay. Yeah, you can get yourself bound there in down here. And essentially, you can either hunt in Field of Bone, but then probably when you reach... I guess if you're twinked, you're probably going there at level 9, but... You know, level 11, 12 maybe, you can go into... what's the dungeon called? Where everyone goes at those levels. Can't remember the damn name. You can go into... Oh, what a guide this is, eh? I'm just going to check. Let's have a look. Wiki. What's that dungeon called? Kern's Tower. There you go. Yeah, so you can basically go into Kern's Tower until level 20. And that's kind of a fast track to 20. If you're... I mean, if you've never played before, I would maybe recommend doing this, exploring the old world, you know, if it's something that's new to you. But yeah, but level 9, kind of Field of Bone and Kearns is like a fast track to 20, so it might be an idea to do that. Let's sell some of this stuff. Yeah, so 4 gold for the venom snack. So that was almost a plat off of that one snake alone there. And as I said, the Kobold Hunter, 7 gold for that gem that the Kobold Hunter dropped. 7 gold for the earring that one of them dropped. Yeah, so we're racking up the gold. So this is a good place maybe to pick up a bit of plat and also gain some XP. So this is where I'm going to be staying, I guess, until level 11. And then I'll obviously be back to show you where I've gone. Hello guys, welcome to the channel, Bob here. And I've come over to West Commonlands, which is unusual for me. Let's just go up here because there's just there's a sunrise and a moon set. And as you can see, there's some excuse me, some nice colours. I guess that's Luklin, is it? Going down there. Is that the only moon that Noraf has, or that this world has? I'm not sure. Yeah, but West Commons, I've since I started on P99, I haven't done any levelling here at all. I don't think, and it's primarily because I always preferred Kenos. But back in the day, when I used to play, I did used to spend quite a lot of time here because I think it was, even back then, I think because of East Commonlands, most people started in Freeport. I think it was kind of regarded as the main hub and the main city. So that's where kind of people, yeah, that's where people migrated to, I guess. Yeah, and I used to spend quite a lot of time here. I enjoyed it. I like the Commonlands. I like the atmosphere. It's one of those kind of zones that has a... there are some zones in like the Fearot, for example, in Everquest that doesn't have a huge amount of sort of view distance, but this one does, and I like it because I don't know how they did it, whatever effect it was they did, but Everquest is quite good at doing, like as you can see up ahead there, like misty scenes. And it does kind of sunrises and sunsets really well. So I thought I'd come over and get some footage, ramp up the nostalgia value. But also the other reason we've come here is for some levelling, because that's what we're all about. And I remember that West Commons was a good place for 2 things: for bears. So you may get the opportunity of I've got to watch that. Got to watch the old Gar post over there. Yeah, a couple of things. You've got your bears, so you've got the chance of getting a high quality bear pelt, which is always good. There's our friend. I've been killing this guy whenever he spawns. But also you've got will-o-wisps here. So what I'm trying to do here is incorporate, particularly for you new players, is incorporate kind of areas where you can level and earn some platinum for yourself as well. Now it's tricky here because some of these mobs, like this Legionnaire, you can just leave him alone, but he is an even con. So you probably need to have some equipment before you can, you know, kind of be killing even cons over here. I think probably you could just spam Frost Rift, I guess, but you'll spend quite a lot of time sitting down. Yeah, but we come here for will-o-wisps as well because they drop greater light stones. Now I've probably got to do a bit of research because I thought that I could hand greater light stones into the Dark Elf in South Row, but it appears not, because I gave her one and she kind of said, well, yeah, I don't know what you want me to do with this, but thanks anyway. Which is a strange thing. I don't know what you want me to do with this. You know, well, what I'm trying to do is the same as what probably thousands of other players have been doing, is giving you greater light stones. But yeah, it didn't work. So I lost my XP, and I lost my concordance of research, which is the thing to do, because you get some good XP for it, but you also get a book that you can sell back to them for like 9-10 plat, I think it is. So yeah, so that's, I don't know if you can hear a dog next door, but kind of next door got kind of like a yappy dog, which can be quite annoying because it kind of gets into our garden as well, and they don't seem to do anything about the fact that happens. But yeah, that's neighbours for you. Yeah, but they kind of give you a research book that you can give back, that you can sell back for 9-10 plat, and that's a good way of earning money. But my faction is less than indifferent. It's not dubious. It's the one. I'm not sure what the one is. Just, you know, to the negative side of indifference. Is it dubious? She wasn't dubious, but she wasn't. She certainly wasn't. Indifferent. So I'm not sure. But anyway, she swallowed my greater light stone. So yeah, that set me back a bit. I'm not quite sure what to do. I mean, greater light stones kind of sell for sort of 4 or 5 plat anyway, so you can still make some money by doing it. But no XP and less money, so I'll have to look into that. I can probably take them to, I mean, I haven't got many at the moment. I've got half a dozen or so. I can probably take them to the gypsies in Karanas, I think, probably North Karana, because I think the gypsies are indifferent to everyone, from what I can remember. Yeah, but I thought I could turn it into her, but she didn't seem to want to know. So yeah, that was a bit of an issue. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because as I said, this is a leveling guide. I'm level 12, which is just ding 12. So for level 11, level 10 and 11, you know, I was in the swamp at the spell vendor, the shaman spell vendor, and I've come to West Commons, and we've got some. I'm dealing with wisps and young Kodiaks mostly. But if I see a bear, I'll get that as well, because I'm not sure if they still do, but high quality bear skins kind of sell for 25-30 plat roughly. Maybe 20 to 30, depending on how lucky you are. Yeah, so that's why we're here. I haven't got any yet, I have to say. Lots of ruined ones. I'm being lazy. I should destroy the stuff and get rid of the corpse, but I'm not doing it. I'm just being lazy. Yeah, so the bears, and you got the light. You got the wisps as well. Wisps drop light stones and greater light stones. The light stones sell for about 9 gold, but it's the greater ones that we need. But I think what I'll probably is a Kodiak over there. There aren't too many dangers here for you at level sort of 11, 12 really. The Kodiak there will aggro. There are some skeletons that will aggro, but you can deal with those at that level. That's not a problem. You've just got to watch the guards over there really. There's a couple of guards over there. Avoid the houses, because you never know if it's got a. You never know if there's an NPC in there that will take against you. What I should probably do is go and have a look at the other end of the zone, because I seem to have run out of wisps, so we will do that. So this is the third part of the leveling guide, and I kind of hope that everyone's getting something out of it. I know I am. I know from a channel point of view, you know, you have to put up with a lot, or not really, because you know at the end of the day this stuff's free. So you know you kind of got to do. I've kind of got to do with the channel what I want to do, you know, and that's kind of that's where I've you know that's where I've gotten to, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying this leveling guide. I'm kind of taking myself to places I haven't been to before, which I think is probably a key thing. I think that will kind of slow down a bit as I get a bit higher, probably, because there are some kind of tried and tested areas for kind of evil. Characters on the more evil side of the alignment scale, shall we say. So yeah, I'll probably be visiting those, because they're areas where they're quite good, where you can kind of get a chunk of levels, so you can kind of effectively clear spell levels from there. So you'll go to a place and it will take you from 29 to 34. Go to another place, it will take you from 34 to 39. So you know it just makes sense to do those kind of things. But for the meantime, I'm trying to visit new areas and just have some fun. Oh god, don't go running up near druids. You've got to watch the druids because I don't think they're probably going to be big fans. Yeah, but anyway, as I said, I'm enjoying it a lot. It kind of feels like something that I want to be doing at the moment, so that's a good thing. I hope people get something out of it because you do get, you know, I've had quite a lot of queries before about leveling guides and stuff, and ogres in particular. So yeah, it's all good. I mean, sort of long term, I obviously at the moment, my plan is to you know, Ommog is my main. I consider him my main now, so we'll be, you know, my plan is for this guy to go to 60. But regards to kind of goals and stuff, I mean, like I'm going to be looking for a guild probably as soon as I can. Actually, I'm not sure sort of if guilds take in low level players. I don't quite know how it works, but I'll have a look around for that. So that the fisherman there was scowling. Simon Aldicott over there, he's threatening. So we come to the other end of the zone. I know there's a little okay, there's a little halfling up there, but he's indifferent, so that's okay. So we're just doing a bit of a tour of the. This is the lake in West Commons. So we're just doing a bit of a tour of the lake, really. Just checking to make sure I haven't missed any juicy leveling sections where there's lots of mobs. But we've got this legionnaire here. We will have a chat with him. Yeah, so that's my plan. But I've also got some kind of goals in between, you know, sort of in between those things as well, like things I missed out on before. Like one of my priorities for equipment. I mean, I've got about 1,500 plat or something around my characters. Not a lot, considering I've got a level 50 character, but that's how it goes, you know. But I'm kind of doing this lightstone stuff, and I'm visiting some places where you can build up some plat just to buy my spells, really, because I don't want to use any of the money that I've got on spells. But at some points, you know, I'm going to be want to be earning more plat. So I'm going to be visiting some kind of leveling stroke, you know, platinum making kind of camps, which there are a few of as you level up. I mean, sort of, it's not a big one, but I could go to the sisters in Feydark if I wanted to. Maybe when I got 14 and I could bind myself, I could do that. There are some sisters in, is it Ocean of Tears, some wood elves, I think, that drop weapons. A couple of other camps I'm planning on looking at and whatnot. And these are not all sort of super duper big camps. What we got there? Deathfish slash belt. Okay. And these are not all super duper amazing platinum camps. For the level, they can be pretty good. But yeah, but one of my kind of shorter term goals for the character from an equipment point of view is I want to get a regen breastplate. Because my experiences of playing a shaman, I think, and doing it. Big Kodiak. Oh, that's a young one. Okay, and yeah, and doing some research and stuff. I think regen is pretty important for a shaman. I think it's pretty big. So what I'm kind of looking at doing is investing in a breastplate, but I'm not going to be able to afford a fungi. So it'll probably be like a what's it called? The XR one. Probably be the XR one. Excuse me, got a bit of a frog in my throat. Yeah, so that'll be one of my kind of that's currently my priority, basically, is a regen breastplate. So we'll be looking at doing that. I'm not sure how much they are. Are they kind of like, I think they're 15 to 20 maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, what I'm hoping to do is to hit a couple of cash camps, sort of around a level sort of 30, 34 range. When I say cash camps, I kind of mean camps that drop fine steel and stuff that you can sell, that drop plentifully that you can sell. So that's kind of one of the things I'm looking at doing. But also what I'll probably do is I'm currently using an FBSS, but I'll look at selling that, I think, when I get haste myself, because although it is a bit of a chore, you know, I don't mind casting haste on myself, so that's not too much of a problem. So, and I'll probably get 4 or 5k for that, I guess. I think the price has come down a bit, but yeah, that's all money I can put towards a breastplate. So hopefully, I'm kind of hoping like between level 30 and 40, maybe I can afford that. So that's kind of what I'm, from an equipment point of view, that's what I'm prioritising as I level up. And yeah, and then it will be like, you know, guild stuff, hopefully. I'll be going through the epic quest again, but I probably won't record that because I've I've got about three or four different sets of that on at least two run throughs of that on YouTube. Yeah, so it's a case of kind of repeating some similar stuff. I remember back in the day when I was in Commons, I used to kill the asps and stuff, and I think they're good XP, but I do think that and the rattlesnakes, but they do poison you, which can be annoying. I mean, as a shaman, I've got cure poison at the moment, and I haven't got resist poison, but I've got cure poison. So yeah, not as bad for someone who can cure it, but it's still frustrating. We could try this asp though. Let's give it a go. I'll get out of the way of the puma there, because the pumas and those kind of guys, they're so frustrating. They will just randomly attack you. You could be standing in a field full of them and none of them will attack you. But you bet your bottom dollar when you're in a tough fight and you're on 20% and your mob's on 20%, one of them will walk past and join in. Because that's EverQuest. That's just what they do. Yeah, so that's it from a I guess kind of what my plans are, and what I'm going to be doing looking ahead. Epic and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully that will come. I know it's harder to do it now. I've seen a couple of people still offering main quests on it, but I would like to get in a guild and help the guild and in turn, kind of receive help to do that. That'll be the best way of doing it. So hopefully that'll be a thing. Yeah, but that's it. I think that's it for my kind of short term goals. My as I said, my main focus at the moment, my priority is going to be to get probably an XR regen breastplate. I think I'd like to also be able to save up for a JBB at some point in the future. I kind of want to do these things before I get like JBB. I'd like to get it at 45 to use, so I've kind of got it there, and I can use it kind of in the level ranges where it seems as though it's the most effective, but we'll have to see. Anyway, we've done level 11, we've done level 12. This video is going to go up to 15 or 14, so it's going to be a long one. But I'm going to visit a new place shortly, so I'll come back when I'm in there. Hello guys, welcome back. So in West Commons, I've moved into Befallen, so we're in a dungeon. Woohoo! And I'm going to see if I can spend some time in here. See if we can get some XP behind us. I'm not sure if I can. I guess it depends on how easy it's going to be for me to solo. But what I'm looking at doing is, I think, probably getting to the second floor here at the moment. A skeleton rod, or lord, whatever you want to call him. I'm looking for. I'm not sure if he's the one that drops the key. He's indifferent to me, so maybe he's not the one. But I know someone drops the key here to get through the next section, so it might be him. I'll have to check. I thought he was more for a quest, but we'll see how we go. I kind of can't bind myself at the moment, so the Fearot's not too far away if I die. But that's what it's all about, taking risks. Yeah, so I mean, so far, actually, kind of the leveling spots are, as I said, once you get to kind of level 9, I was thinking to myself, I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm probably going to have to wander around and pick and choose. But then that kind of area between that area, just keeping an eye out here. That area around the shaman spell vendor gave me 2 levels. I've come to West Commons, and that's given me a level. I could have stayed in West Commons if I wanted, but I wanted to try out something different. So we're here. I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. Let's get up. There we go. There's definitely a mob here somewhere that drops a key to get down to the next floor. I'll clear these putrid. I'll clear out the aggroers, and then we'll see. It might be that rod or lod bloke, Lorod, however you pronounce it. Yeah, but this is another option. This is another place to come. I've also noticed that my FPS is really kicking in now, and it's. I'm sure it's not the Necros that drop the key. Okay, we'll give this guy a go. We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, well he's not a Shadow Knight, which is quite good, so I didn't get death touched. I'm not sure what faction he's on, but we will see. Yeah, so as I was saying, I wasn't quite sure what to do, but it appears as though if you just kind of move around and explore, you'll find places to level. Like when I was coming to West Commons, I passed through the you know, the road deserts and an oasis and stuff, and there were plenty of blue mobs there. The sand scarabs are quite good at this sort of level, so you might want to check out those, and that's kind of what I'd recommend. You know, follow the guide by all means, but yeah, kind of explore yourself as well. I mean, there's a load of blues in the deserts and oasis and stuff, so you can always stop off there. As I said, if you kind of get stuck or you want the easiest route, just go to Cairns in the Field of Bone. But I'm hitting up some of those older areas that I didn't that I kind of missed out on before. Okay, let's go in here. What we got in here? Okay. I don't think any of these guys drop keys, but we'll see. They don't seem to cast spells either, these Necros. They probably don't get a chance, really, to be quite fair. Yeah, the FBSS with the Jade Mace has become OP, a bit OP actually. What about in here? Hello, hello guys. Sorry, barging in, spoiling the party. Ah, here we go. Oh no. Ah, okay, right. I think I remember now. I think. Oh, the Plague Rats. Plague Rats was supporting the skeleton. That's interesting. I think you have to kill that future skeleton in that room, and I think an NPC spawns that you have to kill for the key. So, yeah, not always up. I'll kill him enough to come back, I guess. I think if I can get down to the second level, I think that's where I'll start finding blue mobs. These greens are kind of giving green XP, but even with the bonus that the Fallen has, my bar is not moving. I don't know how long the spawn's going to take. We'll have to see. Oh, she's trying to cast a spell. No XP for that one. Ah, she has got a cracked staff. Okay. So I'll have to come back to that NPC, I think, by the looks of things. And I will. I'll kind of come back when we're ready, I think, guys. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Bob here, and yeah, this is going to be the final part of this video. We're almost level 14 now. I reached level 13 basically in West Commonlands, but it really started to slow down. So what I did is I had a little explore around, and I came back. Where am I? One of the rows. I came back to North Row basically, and I've been here before. I kind of remembered this spot. Essentially, you kind of have a corridor. If you look at the wizards at ruins here, or the wizard portal thing. My buffs are just going. That's typical, isn't it? Typical. Yeah, there's like a corridor going from the wizard teleported pyramid here. I probably might as well put a Spirit of Wolf on as well. And it kind of heads in that direction right up to the sea. It's not very far. It's not a run. It's not a particularly long run at all. You got a Spirit of Wolf, so no problemos. Yeah, basically what you have here, though, what we're looking for are sand scarabs. There's one over there I just killed, as you can see. There's one down there. What I normally do is run along this higher point here, and you'll see them to the left and right, and in the middle. Let's go down here and get this one. And these guys, level 13, these guys have been great. I'm almost level 14 now. Yeah, so we're approaching another milestone. Oops. I thought I'd slow myself, just to give him a chance. So, yeah. Because why not? Let's see how much difference that makes. You should still keep pulling with drowsy, then put sicken on, so your skill points are always max. I haven't been doing it. So my conjuration is only 15, which is stupid. I should have been doing it, but I haven't been. So I recommend doing that. I think this guy probably thinks I'm in a group. Yeah, so that's what you want to be doing, just to keep your skill points up. Because at 14 we get another slow, which is really, really good. And we want to make sure that our skill points are max, so we can start casting that as soon as possible. Same with your dots as well. You know, you want to be max for that particular level, so when you get new dots, you know, you can start casting them as soon as possible. With a new slow, I normally wait a couple of levels after I get it before I start casting it. Just to negate kind of fizzes and stuff as much as possible, but yeah, that's do whatever you like. But anyway, guys, this has been it for this level. So we're going to soon going to be level 14. Level 14 is a great level for a shaman, because you get bind affinity, but you also get root, you get levitate, you get a new direct damage spell, just lots of good stuff, lots of good kind of utility type stuff. A sand scarab there. I don't think Norest there is. I don't think Norest there is attacking those, so we'll have some of that. Yeah, and this little corridor, as you can see, the sea in the background there. So between the sea and the wizard pyramid, I'll just keep running backwards and forwards. There's loads of sand scarabs, just kill them. Some of the desert tarantulas also are quite good. Most of them are green, but you get some blue ones. I kind of ignore the green ones, just go for the blue ones. They give you a little bit of XP. But yeah, this level's gone pretty quickly. You kind of get 1 point something percent, kind of to 2% per sand scarab kill, I would say. So yeah, so it's all good. And that's going to take us to 14, as I said. And 14, we get bind affinity. So if we want, we can be a bit more adventurous in what we do. You know, maybe go somewhere else, bind ourselves, spread our wings a bit. We'll have to see. I'm not quite. I mean, I've got places to go at 14, but I'm not quite sure what to put on video. I guess what I probably need to do is just give you all the options as to what you can do. I guess one of the options will be staying here, I guess, you know, because the sand scarabs are still going to be blue, I believe, so you could stay here. I did in the video previously, I went into nearly there, 3% to go. I went into that's just quite a bashing there from that one. You definitely want to be using drowsy, because it does lower the amount of damage you take, definitely. Yeah, I went into Befallen. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out. Some of the dungeons are generally quite weird, particularly in the old world. Befallen, on the face of it, should be amazing, because it's got a massive Zem, but maybe it is for a group. But I think, like for myself, I went in there at was I level 11 or level 12? So the first floor was like green to me. And I did manage to get the key in the end to get down to the second floor, and kind of there were a few mobs on the second floor that were sort of blue and an even con, but there were some yellows that were kind of grouped up in multiple pools. So I think probably that's maybe if you went in, the first floor is quite easy. So maybe if you went in to Befallen at, I don't know, level 7, 8 or 9, where everything's still blue on the first floor, that might be quite good for a couple of levels. But I kind of went in there where I found myself stuck between kind of being too high for level 1 and not quite high enough for level for level 2. Maybe I need to, if I went back now a couple of levels later, maybe I could do a bit more with that second floor. I'll have to have a look. Maybe I'll do that. We'll go and see. And I think it's the same, to be honest. Oh, I don't know what the hell that was, what I was doing there. Maybe it's the same, and I think it's probably the same for most of the old world dungeons, really. I think that's why people kind of swarm to Cairns, because it's so good. I mean, as you know, I've poked my head into Guck a couple of times, but Guck has its own issues, really. It's quite... navigation for a big race like myself is quite difficult. You can get stuck on certain things, and also you come across the same similar problem really, where you clear some mobs at the there we go, level 14. Yes, you clear some mobs at the front that are not quite that are kind of green. You come up against a couple of blues, you know, as you move in a bit, but then you start coming up against mobs that are too high for you. Obviously, I guess the thing here is that you should be grouping, really. I'm not grouping. There was no one in Befallen when I was in there. I don't think. I think there was a high level maybe at the bottom farming. A couple of times I've been in Gut, there was no one my level. So maybe if you're playing prime time, try those dungeons out and get into groups. But I've kind of found as a soloer, they just haven't worked out. So you know, that's life. But I think all dungeons are the same. I remember going into Nagina and Soul A as well. You kind of find yourself in I guess depending what level you go, but you often find yourself in a strange, if you're soloing, in a strange kind of position between being kind of, you know, the early stuff's too high, too low for you, and you find a sweet spot, but then the other stuff's too high. Maybe if you're willing to sit it out. I mean, the problem in dungeons as well, obviously, that the mobs take longer to spawn. So in the as you can see, there's loads of these sand scrabs around. There's another one over there in the distance. Lovely views again. That's really nice. Yep, some great screenshots here. Maybe if you're willing to wait it out and you don't mind sitting for a period of time, that's not a problem. I mean, I think on the second floor I kind of killed about 4 or 5 mobs before I came up against a wall, basically. And I could have sat and sort of waited 15-20 minutes for them to spawn again, but I don't know. You know, out here I can pretty much just keep going, just keep killing blues, and that's preferable to me. So yeah. But anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to go and get my spells. We've reached level 14. I think you've pretty much. This video will probably go up this week, so you've pretty much caught up with me now. I think probably when you see me in game, I'll probably be 14-ish plus. You know, maybe 15, 16, depending on how much I'm playing. Yeah, but it's going well so far. I'm enjoying myself. Kind of visited a couple of places I haven't been to for quite some time. A couple of old tried and tested spots. So yeah, and that's kind of what I'm planning on doing. Is per. I guess the videos will come. There'll be longer periods in between the videos, I guess. And I do have like a secondary thing that I'm doing if a video happens to be taking quite a long time to finish, but maybe I should do it by spell levels. So each level is, so the next video will be 14 to 19, and then 19 to 24, etc. You know, see how we go. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I realise I still haven't done any shaman and ogre sort of, you know, lore and that kind of thing. Yeah, that'll all come. Don't worry. I'm kind of going through a period where I'm not feeling so good at the moment. It's one of those. It's a strange thing, whatever it is that I've got, you know, because things I've been improving and things have been better recently. So we went out for the day. We went out for an hour. Myself and my wife. We went to Recolver, which is like a Roman fort stroke church, and it's a lovely place because it's on the coast. So you got this Roman structure. I don't think the church is Roman actually, but you got this church structure, ruins kind of on the coast, and there's a hill that leads up to it. So we kind of went there, and because I've been feeling alright, feeling a bit flash, I kind of walked up a hill, quite a steep hill, the steepest hill that I've walked up for 2 years. And when I got to the top, I had a funny feeling in my legs. I don't know if you ever experienced it before. I guess unless you've been kind of ill with something that affects your nervous system and your muscles and energy and that kind of thing, maybe you haven't. But I got to the top of the hill, I got a funny feeling in my legs. Once I was at the top, I felt okay, but then after that, when I was coming home in the car, I felt really poor. I kind of felt like I was going to pass out and all that sort of crap, which wasn't particularly nice. But since then I've kind of been struggling again, so obviously I pushed my luck there. Hill walking is not for me at the moment, which is gutting because I love walking, particularly hill walking. We go to Cornwall a lot, and we've been to Lake District a couple of times and stuff. And yeah, but anyway, that's just life, isn't it? We'll get there in the end. But that's why I haven't been sort of reading too much with regards to the lore stuff, because yeah, I'm just struggling a bit more than usual. But that'll all come, so don't worry. Anyway, guys, as I said before, I hope you're enjoying the series. Thanks for watching. And I just want to say it's quite interesting also to see Hydros Inc. go to the skeleton camp. That's quite good. I'd quite like to see that. You know, if people go there, and if they're playing a new character and you do videos, if you happen to be following this and you go there, yeah, it's quite interesting to see how you get on, or just put it in the comments. You know, let me know how you got on. If you're not as twinked as I am, or if you're more twinked, you know, let me know what you were capable of, because I'll mention all those things, you know, in a future video. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Hello, guys, welcome back. I just thought I'd quickly update you on the sort of the money situation, to give you some sort of idea about sort of, you know, what you could potentially earn. So as I said, I didn't give Ommog any money at the start, and level 14, and I've got 124 plat. So a lot of that was from. So where do I need to go? I need to go to Shaman Guild. A lot of that was from that spot where the troll spell merchant is in Innerfall Swamp. You could spend 2 or 3 levels there, maybe. You could probably go. I mean, I was there at level 9. Maybe you get level 8 if you got some equipment and stuff. Yeah, but that was brilliant. I mean, I would say that I probably got a fair chunk of that. A fair chunk of that gold, of that plat from there, just from the drops from the kobolds mostly, and the snake fangs and poison sacks. Yeah, so that's definitely a thing. So definitely go there if you're new, because you know that money will be useful. But what I did get about 50 plat from selling some. See if I can find them. I did get about 50 plat from selling some sarcossifer fungus. I kept some for myself because that's one of my things on this character. I'm kind of collecting fungi. But these things here apparently are good for making armor. I think they're a reagent for adding colour or tinting to armor. And when I was in West Commons, well, when I was kind of running for East Commons, someone was just calling out, asking for them basically. I think I had like 7 or 8 of them, which I sold for 50 plat. I think I probably could have pushed it and got 10 plat each actually. You know, but I just wanted to be fair, and I was happy with getting 50 plat for them. So these dropped off of the fungus man trackers. I'm not sure if they dropped off the little fungus men. They might have done, but they definitely dropped off the fungus man trackers outside of Guck. So if you're a troll, or if you're an ogre and you move over to Guck early, yeah, just keep killing those fungus men and get these guys. Head to East Commons, and you might get some money for them. That worked out pretty well, I thought. So yeah, I'm just after them at level 14 spells, which Token doesn't have, and neither does Champed. Anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.